Is it going?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh
we are
shit.
live. Uh, this is literally a just talk and drive stream on CarX. Uh, so basically, anything you want us to kind of do or say, we'll do it. We'll do it. But
Or if you want us to switch to a different game, I'm down. Fuck it.
I will have to restart the stream.
Mm-hmm.
But that can't do that. Will we actually have viewers? Probably not.
Amen. Starting
Yeah.
off with a bang. Alright. Rambling hour, I guess. So, here's my new favorite way to pester my partner in crime.
Oh yeah.
You know what that is?
Me.
Not you, but
Oh.
yeah, you take a guess.
So your girlfriend?
Mm.
No.
What?
Uh, so how do you pester her?
Yeah, you don't. You take a guess.
Uh, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, oh man, guessing's hard, man. I don't know about guessing.
Oh my god, dude. All right. Conspiracy theories.
Oh, I love conspiracy theories. Hey, you know what? We never went to the moon.
I came up with one today that the Jimmy Dean man
Uh-huh.
is immortal. And he is also the Teletubbies baby.
Well, he is.
Yeah?
That's a new thing?
No, but he's immortal. And like, time isn't a constant loop. We have lived this life so many times, but we don't know it. We don't remember it because the only one who knows is Jimmy Dean. Has anyone actually ever met Jimmy Dean? No. He died at 81. 10 years ago. 15 years ago. And
Yeah?
he is using his products to control the minds of the elderly, and they are his worshippers, and when they die, they follow him, but they aren't immortal like he is.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I see. So, basically, it's the Matrix.
Pretty much. It's pretty close, but it revolves around Jimmy Dean.
Ah.
And his extra long sausage.
Must be a pretty nice sausage. Wonder what kind of pig that was.
Hopefully not an officer.
Now, Dork, if there were some people here to hear you say that, man, there would be someone out there ready to get you. I can't name names, but I think you know who I'd be talking about.
I never said anyone was.
Ah. But there could be somebody out there.
Mm-hmm.
Just a person that you know that in theory could not take kindly to the comet. But that's just a theory. See, I can't actually know for certain if you know a person that would be taking offense to that, but, you know.
See, do you? Do you really know that? Or do you think you might think you know that?
I think I might think that I think that might be a possibility.
And so deep down inside you think you know you think?
I think I know that I think you know that I think I know that I think we both know what I'm talking about.
Brings it full circle.
Uh-oh.
Bonk. No, it is nothing personal. I love most officers. I respect them for doing their job. And I understand, you know, of course, everyone just wants to go home to their family.
Yeah.
But
in theory,
I have seen in some cases they do some pretty scummy shit.
Well, you can usually tell which ones they are.
Yeah, but like, you know, I don't disown all cops. Like,
yeah.
I feel like, you know, people, it's kind of the same with doctors. Because, you know, there's people who, like, will absolutely shit on doctors because a surgery went wrong or something, and then they'll pretty much brainwash their kids into thinking, oh, doctors are bad because I had this experience.
Vaccines are bad for children. I can't have that.
You believe that?
No.
I want your... Okay.
But I have.
I was about to say, are you in it?
I think I might know that there could be somebody that I know that possibly may think that. But I can't be for certain because it's only a theory.
You know, even if you did, because I think I know. I think I know a person. But like, I'm not judging you for it. I mean, it's your body. But I mean, when
I thought it was
if you have kids, I feel like they should at least get a say.
At least a say.
Because there's no need for you to have that much hatred towards something that happened to you. In most cases.
In most cases, yes.
I get that there's some people's religions that don't allow them to do that. But even at that point, that's forcing your religion onto your kid.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that, dude.
Yeah?
No, I don't think that's right.
Well, that is probably the best way to go about it. Because, I mean, just look at our generation, and don't tell me there's not a correlation between being forced to go to a church of some kind and kids turning away from whatever religion that they're... It's not just Christianity, it's basically all religions that kids are forced to attend. It doesn't usually end well. And then there's also the church camps. But
dude, church. Let me say this about church camp. It can end in one of two ways. You have long-lasting memories for the rest of your life, or a horrible experience.
And long-lasting memories for the rest of your life.
And long-lasting memories for the rest of your life.
So they can either be good or they can either be bad, is what you're saying.
Yeah, either way you're making long-lasting memories. It's just... how much will you hate yourself after?
Well, it could, you know, also be that someone and the church camp made it to where it was a bad experience for said person.
Is there personal tea here?
Is there?
Is there?
In theory, there's not. But also in theory, there could be. So the question is there or is there not? Because deep down, there could be, but also even deeper, there just couldn't be. And I'm just making you, in theory, go on a random goose chase for my enjoyment. But that's pure speculation. I don't know that for certain. And in fact, what is certainty? Like, how can someone be so certain about something yet also be so wrong at the same time? How is that? How is it possible to be so certain of something that isn't true, but also deep down, in theory, could
You make
be?
me want to pour this lemon juice in my eye.
Maybe you should do it, man. But in theory, it wouldn't hurt, but also,
Right.
Get
the fuck over here.
But also in theory.
In theory, my ass.
Oh wait, quick guys. Look at my car. Look at my car. Nice
look
car,
at my
right?
car, guys. New car. New update. New update.
Car, new update. New car. And then there's whatever that is. A car. Same car.
Just better one than yours.
I beg to differ.
I can score more drift points.
I bet you can.
Yeah, you know I can. I'm a sexy little boy. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
So I have a theory.
And what is your theory?
I hate myself as my theory.
So in theory, there's a possibility that you hate yourself, but also there's also a possibility that you don't, and you're just lying to yourself that you hate yourself.
You know what else there's a possibility of?
What?
Me hating you.
Well, that's just a known fact. That's not a theory. See?
See? Dude, I zoomed to 6th gear for that. What a good burp.
Oh, yeah.
Chief, do you have any theories?
What is your stance on the moon landing?
You know, this is a great question, because I'm incredibly fucked right now.
Okay.
I think it happened.
Oh, you think it happened?
I think it happened.
Okay. Okay. How?
With a rocket.
Okay. Okay. So
No, it was a UFO.
Alright, so let's kind of run down through this. If we sent a rocket up to the moon and then made it to where it could come back, why haven't we gone back?
Because they ain't shit up there. Like, nothing worth it, really. We sent a rover to Mars.
Uh-huh. But we put a man on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
And we have just decided that we're never going to be going back again. And also, there's things that I've found of people finding on Earth places that like
The sites
eerily similar to where stuff was recorded. It's like, how do you get a video of the rocket landing on the moon? Like, you haven't been there, but you already have a camera recording you landing. That's it's a little strange. And also, how are they broadcasting it to Earth? You know how much of a delay that would have been to broadcast what you're doing all the way back to Earth? And have you seen the quality that those videos are? Do you really think...
I gotta be honest, I haven't.
You should look some up.
I haven't cared enough to.
Is that the quality for 1960 is
like golden?
It's a little bit too pristine for being on the moon and live broadcasting it on television.
I thought like that video was. I'm very curious. Can we get like the James Webster fucking telescope pointed at the moon and see if we could spot the fucking American flag on it?
Oh no, they're gonna say solar winds have long since blown the flag away, and it's long since blew all the dust around, and you can't see where they landed. Just
no, actually, because there is no. We would have seen that shit happen if it happened, because it would have been big. It would have been big.
Big?
Yeah. Like, I feel like because what fucking solar wind is there? There is no wind. There is fucking nothing up there. The only thing that could happen to the moon is another object hitting it. Because like they said, like we were proven in science class, nothing is... So if this is all based on science and whatnot, nothing on the moon has changed, so the footprint should still be there. So...
in theory. But also, did we actually go? Is also the theory.
See, that's the thing. Like, prove it, man. Look, get the camera on it and let's look at it.
Camera. Well, I'm gonna have to tell you, I don't have a strong enough camera to point at the moon.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm talking to James Webster or whatever his name is.
Yeah, point it at the moon for us, and tell us what you see.
Yeah, and then we'll say if America really landed on the moon.
Give us proof. You wanna know what I think? It was a big old stunt to fool the Soviets.
Yep.
Because you do know what we were in the middle of in the 60s.
Yeah.
It's Cold War. It's the very beginning of the Cold War. And the race to space, and I mean, all the stuff they did to get stuff into space is fascinating to read about.
Do you believe... Okay, let me ask you this. Do you believe in space stations?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we can go up there now. I mean, but in the 60s to be able to return from all the way to... Well, I mean, there's a difference between being...
Around Earth
around
and
it and
pretty...
then at the very edge of Earth's...
trip.
Of the orbit of Earth. Yeah. And also being able to come back. See, that's one of the things, is it's so difficult to be able to come back, because you gotta take off from the moon.
And have, with that little thing, and you don't reconnect, you have to have the exact right trajectory.
The exact fuel. You only have like a little bit of fuel left, if any, to launch off the moon and then go back to Earth. And it's like, is that really how they did it? Or you know, I don't know. You know what? Maybe I'll do a little. Maybe I'll do a little research, because most people who talk about this, they don't do any research. I've done a little research into this, and what I've found is that it's not clear at the moment. But maybe if I were to do a little bit more digging, I may find answer. Because I used to, in my younger, dumber days, believed we went to the moon. But now I am wiser, and I believe we did not go to the moon.
I believe conspiracy theories.
And hey, it could be true, it could not be true.
It's a fair theory, though. Like,
I mean, in the 60s.
Now, honestly, I believe in aliens. I don't think they're gonna...
Why would they visit a planet where one of our main goals is destroying everyone?
Yeah. We can't even achieve world peace.
World peace? It's already been established we're never going to do that.
We can't even achieve country peace.
Well, that's never... Look, I actually have a theory on that, too. We are ending the end of the United States of America. Technically, the United States of America is already dead. It has been dead for...
Before we were alive, dude.
Almost 200 years.
Even what we did to the Native Americans and the African Americans is the death of this idea of this country.
A little bit, but I think we were still mostly under a unifying thing, or a unified mind at that point. Most of us still thought the same about most everything. Mm-hmm. And I don't think the Native Americans would basically consider themselves to be like
wanting to configure with us. And yeah, I get that. But like, dude,
But,
like, this was like, they were here, man.
They were. But also, look at Europe. I mean, Europe's been conquering itself over and over and over and over and over again for thousands of years. I mean, it was somebody's land before another guy came in and kicked him out. And then it was his
I
land,
mean,
and then somebody else came in and kicked him out.
yeah, but like, I feel like everyone should be able to have their own space, especially in this country.
I mean, we're big enough, practically do. It's just
Yeah.
that we have idiots that decide to live on top of one another in honeycombs.
I mean, yeah, but honestly, good on them because I get more area.
Yeah, more space. Stay in the city. It's far nicer for you over there.
Oh, me?
And sure, yeah. I mean, you're practically going to be moving back to a suburb or just outside.
Yeah.
Like, technically...
And then I can play Rockin' the Suburbs by, what's his name? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
He's not gonna find it, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find
it.
In
theory,
it's for the bit.
He may find it.
It's for the bit.
But also
Rockin' the Suburbs by Ben Folds. I found it.
Ladies and gentlemen, he found it. Round of applause. Round of applause.
Woo!
Round of applause.
It was on Over the Hedge. Good movie.
Yeah, good movie, yeah. You know, I recently just had to do movie education.
Yeah. Yes.
So, somebody I know, but also may not know, but I could know.
The conspiracy theory section is over. We can drop the bit.
So this person I know has not seen Kung Fu Panda all the way through. Basically, they get up until Tai Lung breaks out of prison and they turn the movie off. They're like, nope, I'm done.
So sad,
movie
dude.
was boring. She thought it was so boring. She called and was talking to him while watching the movie. And I did talk to her a little bit about the movie afterwards, and she's like, yeah, I mean, it was alright. Still slow and boring. And Tiffany's at breakfast is not. And I didn't quite tell her that. I should have, but I did not.
Yeah, you should have. Or what was it? What was that one movie she really liked?
You've Got Mail.
It was the Knight's
Tale.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
That's
boring and slow.
Yeah, boring, slow. Terrible movie. Don't watch it. It's actually a horrible movie.
0 out of 10.
Actually, -5 out of 10. Honestly. But one movie that Dork and I plan on rewatching, one of us in a better headspace, is Ip Man.
Yes.
One of us decided it would be a grand idea to watch it high.
Uh-huh. What's the problem with that? It was great. I don't remember much, but it was great. Dude, I remember he kicked a loud butt and it was really cool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, there are 3 sequels to that movie. So there's 4 movies in total. So in theory,
oh, go ahead.
In theory, we could watch a marathon.
We could do a marathon. So, do Do you remember a little movie called Mr. Megorian's Wonder Emporium?
No.
As you Google it.
Let's see. Let's see. Mr.
Megorian's Wonder Emporium.
I have not.
It's a fantastic movie, and I highly recommend watching. You remember that one movie that was like about a story time? It was like a bedtime story. Is that what it was called?
Maybe?
I remember it like rained gumballs or something. Am I delusional?
I don't know. I really don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
No.
Okay, hang on. Actually, I'm gonna do some Googling.
Google. You know what, guys? You know what you all need to watch? They need to watch, if they haven't watched already,
Bedtime Stories!
Bedtime Stories. Okay.
It's with Adam Sandler.
I probably haven't watched it.
I'd smash. You heard it here, folks. Conspiracy theory. What are you doing?
Well, I'm Googling.
What are you Googling?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. You know a movie that actually is pretty good?
Hmm.
Oh, dang it. No. Look up 1996's movie The Rock.
Interesting. I don't think I've seen those.
It is. It is a solid B plus. Solid B plus. It is. It is a good movie. Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage and Ed Harris.
Oh, Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage. Oh, I missed you. I fucking love that man.
Another movie that is good that he's done is National Treasure. Have you
National Treasure was so good.
It is a fantastic B plus movie. Also, The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
I forgot he was in that.
That
Or
is an
was he
A
in
movie.
that?
Yeah, yeah,
Nicolas.
yeah.
He
Nicolas Cage.
was.
Yeah.
I didn't. Who was he?
Um.
Well, he wasn't the main antagonist.
Balthazar Blake.
Yeah, yeah.
But you want to know something interesting?
Hmm.
Do you know who played David?
Who?
Jay Barchel.
Who's that?
Do you know who played Hiccup?
No way.
Yep. Yep. Look up who played Hiccup in How to Train Your Dragon.
No way.
Which is actually a movie I am looking forward to. Surprisingly, I am looking forward to the new How to Train Your Dragon.
I am too.
I just hope they don't Disney it.
Dude, I hope not.
They've partially Disneyed it, but I don't think it'll be as bad as we all think.
So, my girlfriend is
Uh,
obsessed with How to Train Your Dragon.
so what does she think of the live action remake?
She hasn't really watched it.
Well, I don't think it's out yet.
I
Is it?
don't like
I don't
no
think so.
no no. The trailer. She hasn't really watched like the trailer and dissected it.
I mean, we all know what happens, so
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like there's gonna be any spoilers.
but I mean, she's fine with it. I guess
Yeah.
she doesn't have any complaints yet. The one thing I will say, like, with the whole How to Train Your Dragon series, and this is her problem with it too, is what the fuck is the Light Fury?
Light Fury?
Yeah.
It
Like think about it. Why is its skin so smooth looking?
well, because it's light.
No. It's still a reptilian. It's a subspecies of the same species that Toothless is.
Night Fury.
Yeah. No, but that's as well as subspecies, so I don't know what their actual species. I guess dragon would be their species. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, I it's a good question.
I
my
guess
thing
that would
always,
be their breed.
my thing always was that it was because she was a female, so that you know.
See, but why sacrifice the accuracy for that? Because, like I said, she's obsessed with this. I need to look at it as original. Light Fury design. Yeah, that looks so much different and so much better in my opinion. I agree. And it looks more scaly, it looks more, I don't know, purposeful. Because Toothless's whole design is to, you know, attack at night.
Yeah.
And the Light Fury only blends in with the clouds. And I mean, I guess it's like the invisible scales, but even then, like, I feel like the scales should be more reflective, almost. Like how the scales should be able to, like, flip over instead of just kind of
Yeah.
magically turning invisible.
Well, I mean, one of the things is it could just have been like too too cool, too cool for school. If you get my drift.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean that it just wasn't what they were going for. Because I mean, if you look at the original Toothless design as well, I mean, they slimmed it down.
I am curious.
I mean, origin. But I mean, there's also Toothless in the books, which so glad they changed it.
Oh my god, dude, I'm looking at the live action and the animated Toothless side by side comparison.
Uh-huh.
He's too blue. Am I tripping? He looks blue.
A little bit. Yeah. He's definitely, but it also could be, from the pictures I'm seeing, it could also be mostly uh his the lighting.
I guess.
But you're also probably right. It is probably too blue. Because I mean he
Because now
is.
I'm looking at another rendering of it. It still looks a little blue.
Yeah,
It's the scene where Hiccup puts his hand on his
yeah,
nose.
that's what I'm looking at. It.
See, I was looking at the other one where, like, they were sitting up. Where Toothless is, like, sitting up and doing a side-by-side comparison.
Yeah. But that's also the new live action type of thing they're gonna do. I mean, they're not.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
His eyes also need to be bigger.
Yeah.
And his pupils definitely need to be more dilated. Because, like, the whole thing there is that, like, he's in friendly mode.
Yeah.
He looks pretty aggravated there.
A little bit, yeah.
Motherfucking dream hire my ass. Jesus Christ, I'm doing this shit high.
I mean, yeah.
I'll critique your shit, motherfuckers. I'll fix it too. I don't know what software you guys use, and even if I did know, I wouldn't know how to use it, but I could still do a better fucking job.
Yeah.
If motherfucking Transformers could do a better job than 2009, I'm sure my uneducated ass can.
It was 2007.
Whatever it was.
But that is another thing. CGI peaked in 2007.
Dude, it really did.
And then it fell off.
Like, what the fuck is CGI now?
It's a minimalistic design. But that's also another thing that's happening. You notice all the logos that have popped up in the 2010s?
Mm-hmm.
Compared to like the 90s and early 2000s?
Yeah.
They're all the same font.
I hate it, dude. I was literally talking to someone like today about how like we were driving past Sonic and I was like, dude, at least Sonic still has its charm. I go into McDonald's and it's fucking depressing as shit.
Yeah, well, it's all modern.
Dude, where's the fucking charm?
It died in the 2000s.
It really did. It died when we lost Toys R Us.
Some people would argue it died when we lost Sears, but we never were around for Sears.
Yeah.
There may be viewers who don't even know what Sears is.
I think I've been into a Sears.
All the well, it's not Kroger. The Kmart's are all gone, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. One of those stores. Mostly Walmart choked out all those smaller stores like Dillon's. You hardly ever see Dillon's anymore. And if you do...
I still see quite a...
Well, who do you know who still has a Dillon's card?
My mom.
Yeah? Anyone else?
She's a special. I don't know. I don't dig through other people's wallets and see what cards they have.
I mean, have you asked them if they go to Dillon's?
No.
Well, then how would you
I know Cranberry does.
Well, that's Cranberry. That's kind of a given.
Kind of a given.
Dillon's is kind of his store.
Dillon's is kind of his store. He belongs at Dillon's.
He may work there.
Did he? Has he?
I don't know. You would know that better than I would.
I don't think so.
Well, then no.
I was about to say, did you get some lore on Cranberry I didn't know about?
No. So where are you at?
Back in the main map.
Ah.
I am probably gonna have to head out soon because I have a full day tomorrow.
Alright. Well, this was,
Dude,
fun.
well, before we end, do we have any one last topic we want to talk about?
Last topic. Well, we're playing a car game. What about cars? Anything new in the car world
new
that you want to talk about?
Not me personally. Do you have anything?
Well, new to this channel, ladies and gentlemen, on my other automotive channel, I may be doing a series over a 1970 Ford Mustang.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. And also, Dork and I will be putting Flex Seal to the test.
Yes, we will.
It will be glorious.
will be glorious. I did know about this, I just wanted him to deliver the news.
Ah, well, thank you. And also, did you hear that there is a possibility that Dodge may bring back a V8?
I did hear about that. That'd be hot. Especially after what they did to
your boy.
To my boy, the Challenger.
Charger, yep.
Yeah, fuck me, dude. It's what, 2 a.m., 1:30?
Yep.
I'm high as a kite anyway.
Well, I think that,
Oh, shoot. I thought there was some car thing I had to share. Give me uno momento.
Oh, okay. You know something we ought to do? We ought to do a road trip.
Really?
You and your vehicle, and I'll pick one of mine. Then we can get cranberry and gravy in on this. We'll take a road trip somewhere. There and back. A whole week.
Oh, yeah.
We can make some videos on it and stuff, you know? It'd be nice.
It'd be dope, dude.
It would be.
I'd be game.
I most likely will be breaking down a couple times, but that would be cheaper entertainment. We can get each other like walkie-talkies.
Dude, that would be so much fun. You know what I wanted as like a kid?
What?
I wanted basically to have the movie Tag in real life. Have you seen or heard of that stupid ass movie?
No.
Basically, it's a game of these guys have a continuous game of tag that lasts their entire life.
Ah.
I want that so fucking bad, because in the movie, like, they all live in like different states, so randomly throughout the year they'll just visit each other and try to tag each other, like they'll be in each other's car or something.
That would be marvelous.
That would be so much fun. I did that. Okay, so I'm gonna say a little something might get me in trouble, but I guarantee you no teacher is ever gonna watch this. Well, mine at least.
I don't even think mine know I exist anymore.
In high school, I had a continuous Nerf war. And we would always stay strapped because we'd pull up to each other's cribs and places of work and wait out in the parking lot, drive by when they're on their break and just shoot them and drive. Or we'd get their like family's permission, basically borderline break into their house, hold them at gunpoint and just shoot. I hated my sister for a little bit.
Oh?
Yeah.
What did she do?
Oh, one of my friends in my house. And she was in on it too, because that motherfucker always asking me for shit. Hey, Dork, can you come here and do this for me or do that? Yeah, sure, I'll be up in a second. I start walking upstairs and I'm held at gunpoint from 3 different angles.
And you're not expecting it.
No.
I would dive down the stairs.
And I will be honest, at that point, you remember that little Nerf pistol that I had? It was a single shot, it hit, like, from the top. It had a barrel and a, stock attachment, and it folded up into a stock and a basic pistol.
Yeah.
I always carried that on me. So, I turn the corner, I see two on top of the like on the stairway, and then one like where the living room is, pointing down at me.
Yeah.
So I get the holster out, I fire, totally miss, they miss. The one on top totally hits me. Run back downstairs, grab the big kadunk, gratata boy, and I start blasting them as they try to leave. I hated my sister for that.
I bet you did. I would have hated mine if she'd have done the same thing. But talking of Nerf wars, we had some of the best as kids.
Dude, we had some of the best.
I mean, being over at my house.
And King of the Bed, dude.
Oh, King of the Bed was the best. I mean, especially since my bed's like, 2.5 to 3 foot off the ground. Probably closer to 2.5. When you hit the ground, you hit the ground. There.
Well, at least it wasn't like 4 feet up. Like,
yeah,
it wasn't.
But I mean, if you're kicked off, you're gonna feel it.
You're gonna feel it,
especially with like one side of my bed where it's really close to my dresser.
I hit that dresser so many times.
I don't know how somebody didn't knock a tooth out.
Dude, I don't know how any of us didn't break a bone.
Man, that was...
I mean, did any of us break a bone?
No.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I know we got cut a lot.
Oh yeah, but that was the fun of it.
Yeah, like, that was just us being idiot kids.
I do remember the girls breaking one of my Nerf guns.
Really?
Yeah, it was the girls, and then they blamed it on one of the guys. But I'm fairly certain it was one of the girls.
Can you text me who?
I don't remember who. It's been so long. But you remember that green shotgun Nerf gun I had, right?
Yeah,
that thing was awesome.
I think I want to toot my own horn. Did I gift that to you?
I don't remember it. That's a memory that has long faded.
Dude, I want to say I did, and my mom and we picked it up at the fucking Dollar Tree. I don't know why that shotgun did so much fucking damage for a Dollar Tree.
And then my mom found another one, so that I actually had two of them at the same time.
That was horrifying.
It was fantastic, especially if you managed to get both of them, drop one, pick up the other, fire your 2 shots. But what was even funnier was you pump it, break the barrel down, and then fire.
Okay.
Your aim would go away, but your FPS,
your frames per second,
feet per second would go up.
Dude, do you remember that little pump gun I had?
Maybe.
It was a 12 round mag, and you pumped it. and you just kept pumping and
I
pumping
do,
until
I
you couldn't
do.
remember.
Man, I
And
remember
it
we
would
got up to
just
like,
spew.
yeah, because it was an actual machine. Man, that thing was
Dude,
awesome.
I miss when Nerf was innovative.
Oh man, I remember pumping that thing up to like 20 pumps or maybe
Until you
more.
just couldn't.
I mean, I couldn't pump anymore, and I'd wait at the top. You know how my stairs were. I'd
Yeah.
wait at the top and wait for you to come down and just fire. Oh,
Dude.
that was the best. I can't lie. Dude.
Like, don't get me wrong, the laser on that. You remember that little, like, dart gun, and you pull it from the back.
Yeah.
It had 2 triggers on it, one
Yep.
for, like, a
One
laser.
was like a laser, yeah. But it wasn't really a laser, it was just a flashlight with a
red
with a red dot.
film.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It
But
worked
like,
alright.
if they improved on that, that shit would have been so cool.
It would have. Nerf, I mean, well,
Like,
let's-
literally give us a laser. I mean, I understand why they didn't give us a literal laser pointer, because people would actually go blind.
or shoot planes.
Yeah, I mean, you're literally giving it to kids. Don't you have to be like over 18 to get a laser pointer?
No.
Oh.
You can get one on the end of a pen for a couple bucks.
I
And
remember.
you can get a cat toy.
Yeah, I remember like the silver laser pointer specifically. I don't know
Oh, yeah.
why, but that one just holds such a core memory of a laser pointer to me.
Yeah.
Like, when I think of laser pointer, I think of that.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a really interesting, I feel like, episode to do for a stream or something.
Yeah.
We get like Cranberry and maybe a couple more people in here or something, and we say a word like car, and then you think like, and then you write the first word that comes to your head. So like, what type of car? But it has to be in like that category, you know? It's not literally car, port.
Yeah.
It's that
It's an
category.
actual car. It's like a car.
But like,
could be
if
like
you
a
say
19
console, what's the first console you think of?
PS4.
Really, the 4.
Yeah.
Currently, I have to say the PS5 because I'm looking at it, but
Yeah.
I feel like if you just ask me console, I feel like I'm gonna say the Wii.
Yeah. I mean, mine could also be. I mean, I could also say like the Xbox 360. Because that's the first console I played on that I played Minecraft on when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because my uncle had it and my grandparents. So my sister and my cousin and I would all sit around the TV and we would play Minecraft.
What update was this around? Do you know?
It was 2011, 12.
Let me see, what was the update era around then?
The lightning.
2011 Minecraft update.
The lightning was slightly scary. I think it was. Oh yeah.
1.8. What was 1.8?
Probably one of the best Minecraft updates. I don't know. I mean, my little brother is really into Minecraft, but I don't see the appeal in it anymore.
The
like
bountiful update.
It's not Minecraft.
Oh, the armors. So you first played around the time they added armor stands and banners.
Yeah.
There's no way that was what, 2011?
Yeah. Ten, 11, 12. It's when I started playing it. Probably close to the same age Matthias is now.
Introduce mobs like Enderman, Silverfish, and Cave Spider. New block. Okay, that's more I like. Okay, that's more. That tracks more. So that was the bountiful update, which added Enderman, Silverfish, Cave Spiders, introduced stone bricks, slab stairs, bricks, fences, iron bars, melons. So that introduced like some of the variants.
Yeah. Well, I remember playing on my Android pad, is what we called it, or like an Android tablet. My sister would play on my mom's
Lite.
Yep, Minecraft Lite. I played Minecraft Demo, which was the same thing, just called different. We could. The one thing we actually
played
found.
both of those.
The one thing we found is we could join each other. She would play Minecraft Lite and I'd play Minecraft Demo. We could join each other if we were in a close zone. Yeah. So we would play Minecraft with each other. And
I feel like I did that with someone at some point.
one of the things that we found was the most fun, at least I did, was there would be overhangs with 100 zombies in them. So I found it to be fun. Run in the middle of them, try my best not to get hit, make them chase me out of the cave, and just make a big old loop all the way in and out of the cave. It was fun, but also that was, I hardly even knew how to play the game. My sister was figuring it out. I was there to blow stuff up. I'll be honest.
I mean, dude, I literally made like huge bases out of wool.
Yeah.
And then I would basically make cities out of wool. And then I would connect them all just by ropes of like different wool blocks. And then just somewhere in the village I would grab some flint and steel and light a fire.
Yeah.
And I would just watch the whole city go up in flames.
Well,
I belong in a mental hospital, I swear.
well, yeah. One of the things that I did was it was the middle of the night in Minecraft. I'm building my base. I have brick, to where nothing can get in. And it's just me, a lantern, or a torch, and a couple blocks. I'm waiting for night to be over, because this is before they added those stupid creatures in the sky that made it to where you can't.
Phantoms.
Before the phantoms, where you actually have to go to sleep. You could stay awake for basically forever.
Literally forever.
And all of a sudden, zombies start jumping the wall, like one after another. And then something came up from the dirt, throwing dirt everywhere. And then I died. I still, to this day, wonder what happened. Like, what caused the thing to come up from the dirt and throw it everywhere? I've actually now have a theory, is it was just one of the zombies that got, like, glitched into the ground, and then the game basically just crashed at that moment, and I died.
Or like, could a zombie have hit a creeper or something?
No, it literally just came up from the ground and threw stuff everywhere as zombies are pouring over the wall that I made to where they can't do that. But they did it anyways.
We had very different experiences of Minecraft Lite. I wish I knew your experience.
Yeah.
Or demo, or whatever you want to call it. You remember survival crafts?
Kind of.
It was like an off-brand Minecraft. Except, honestly, it kind of had a little bit more shit. Like, there were there were already dolphins, whales, crazy shit. I think there was even a kraken.
Yeah,
but I don't know because I
fun.
never bought the game.
Yeah.
I played the demo, but I never paid for the full version.
Yeah. Understandable.
And now here I am with 15 different editions of Minecraft.
Well, one of the things that I loved to play as a kid was Temple Run.
Temple Run?
The original Temple Run.
It was good, but it wasn't my favorite. My favorite was Angry Birds.
The original, like, my brother plays a thing that strives to be what Angry Birds once was. You remember what Angry Birds was, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I know it's nothing like it now.
It was fantastic. I mean, it looked good. The game was simple enough to follow along and actually figure out how to do. And then they had like different
not ad spam.
No ads. No ads. That's the thing about when we were kids playing on iPads and stuff. It's like we re-harp on my brother's generation for being the iPad generation. That's technically false. Our generation was the first one. We just don't want to admit it.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, the reason why I think the iPad is worse than what we had, we didn't have full internet access.
That is true. Internet was pretty new.
Internet was very different and changed so fast.
Yeah. I still remember my dad having a flip phone instead of a smartphone.
I remember that too. I thought my dad's like, because my dad had like the phone you slid and then it would have like the whole keyboard.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought that was the coolest fucking thing.
It still is. I'm thinking about changing to that kind of phone.
I'm thinking the same thing. I have legitimately been thinking about the same thing. The only reason I haven't is Spotify.
I'm sure you could get on with Spotify. But, I mean, we could also just keep the phones we have now as, like, a music thing, but...
Yeah.
Like, make it to where we just download songs onto... Like, have really expensive iPods.
Yeah. But then think about it. Then you have to pay for a subscription for Spotify so you can keep your music downloaded.
Yeah.
I mean, but think about it, like, you really won't need as much data.
No. Yeah. One of the things.
Have you seen the video where it's like how people in the old days communicated when like minutes were really important, and then it was like this guy on the rotary phone, and he was like, "Hey, I'd like to make a call at this number for Bob, we oughta baby eat a boy," and, and so. He answers the phone and he goes, "Wrong number," and then hangs up.
Who's that? Oh, it's Rob.
It's
so what do you want?
Yeah,
he's having a boy.
He's having a baby. It's a boy. Dude, that's fucking genius, though.
It is. I've seen that video. That is.
It's genius. It's just comedy genius, even.
Yeah.
But even if you're that fucking concerned about your minutes, that's still funny as fuck.
Oh yeah.
I would love to have communication with someone like that. That shit would be so fucking ridiculous.
Just keep them on the phone for as long as you can.
No, but I'd like short as possible. Just, hi, here, bye.
Yep. That would be the ideal thing to do. Like,
now I'm bored. I've started seeing some things about just fucking with scammers in their free time. Cause this YouTuber I watched, he had like a whole thing where someone got scammed because of him. Like, a scammer made a account that looked like his website. So the police investigated him and they're like, "Hey, why haven't you done this service for this person?" And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. We never got that." Anyway, like the whole website was like the exact same but just with an S.
It's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. And like this guy, he's a table maker. So, and what he does is very expensive. This person paid, what, 17,000 for a table?
Yeah, that's a lot.
And, yeah, goodbye, all that money.
Yeah.
So he actually did a really nice thing, and he built this woman the table.
Yeah, and then he like made a whole YouTube channel about destroying scammers and like hacking into their computers and shutting them down and.
Well, no, that's a different guy. Well, at least the guy I watched.
Yeah,
is a different guy.
The guy I'm thinking about, I think, has like blue hair or something. He uses a voice changer. Either sounds like an old woman.
I know who you're talking about, yeah, but the guy I'm talking about tried to get in contact with him, but he wouldn't answer, and to be fair, he was on a pretty, short notice.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, no offense taken to these guys, but I went to, this guy over here, and he basically took a class on it, and yeah, he was like, "I recommend y'all do this, and y'all fuck with them in your free time too. Just have fun with it."
Yeah.
Well, it is fucking 2 a.m. and we were supposed to end the discussion like 4 subject changes ago.
I mean, I was, and then you're like, well, one last topic?
One last one. Yeah, we know how one more goes.
Alright,
man, you have a good night. I'm gonna pass out.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thank you for watching.